What's up, y'all? My name is Danielle Reed. I'm a media personality, entrepreneur, and journalist. And this is my first episode of Danielle's Diaries. It's my diary, so I'm just going to talk about what I need to get off my chest, which is I hate my hair. Like, this is not what I wanted. This is what I paid for, but this is not what the original vision was for these jumbo braids. So I'm gonna get into it right now. I ended up driving to Stonecrest to book at a place I'm not going to name to get jumbo braids. I paid $160 for this hairstyle. Initially, I thought she was pretty professional, but as soon as she her nose up at my hair, I was like, I don't know if she's gonna be accommodating. So she was like, we can't use that hair. So they sell hair there, which always bills and adds to your price. It's $5 per pack for Expressions hair. So I was upset already. I was kind of like, dang, I'm already going to have to hire my bill, change my hair. So they start going through all this hair, looking for a hair that can kind of match, which I'm like, okay, good. This is someone trying to accommodate. They pull out some kind of 1B. I was like, yeah, 1B blended to a blonde. I don't know the hair colors. There are colors that associate with style. I didn't know the colors. So they pull out something that did truly look like an ombre. It was a black that blended to like a yellowish blonde. And I was like, looking at it, I was like, it's an ombre. So sure, let's try it. Someone that has a lot of faith. That's why I'm wearing this. Peace up to my dad. Rest in peace, Daddy. He was a fan of the Cowboys. Sorry, that was a little pit stop. But anyway, like, Daddy, you know that this is not usually what my hair looks like. Look at this. Like, the parts. My friend pointed out to me that there was a diamond part happening that was stopped and given 3 braids. The first thing I told the stylist was I didn't want a part down the middle. So she gave me a Teletubby ass braid in the middle of my freaking head. Like, I was like, what is this, sis? Like, what am I supposed to do with this? Like, where are we at? We're in Atlanta, sis. I can't go nowhere with this. How am I even supposed to have a job interview with this in the middle of my head? You got to be... Y'all don't understand. I wanted to chop these things off when I got home. Like, I was so mad. All right. Back to the story. So they find this hair, they accommodate. I'm like, all right, this is already shaky. I had a picture. I'll show you the picture. I'll add it to the video. Here's the picture I went in mind. Like everybody, you usually start with a picture of your style. From that picture, the stylist should be able to say if they can create something that looks like that. I showed her the picture. She didn't say anything. I said, all right, let's do it. Usually they say, hey, how many braids do you want here? What are the rolls? Well, they usually ask you questions, but she was not asking no questions. So I was like trying to be vocal and saying, hey, how many braids is it going to be? This is the style I want looking at this picture for the jumbo braids. I wanted them long, mid-back, and big, straight out. But I knew that means it's all down to how you part the hair. The braids aren't the issue, it's the parts. I wanted triangle parts. So she told me off rip, I'm just going to do the rubber band method. The who? The what, sis? The rubber band method. Okay, I told her straight up, I don't know what that is. I've never had the rubber band method done. This is rubber band method. If you've ever seen some jumbo rubber band method, this is what it looks like. And so that's what my friend pointed out. They don't look that bad, but in the back. But when you get to the front, for some reason, I have really nowhere to go other than 3 braids in the front of my head. And so I told her I actually had a photo shoot that I had booked the next day. And based on being so disappointed in my hair, I canceled my photo shoot. Not only did my stylist, usually they ask questions like, oh, sis, like, what's the photo shoot for? Oh, what do you do? Oh, what? She wasn't trying to have none of that. Honey, sis was talking to her stylist the entire time. And I hate that. That's really unprofessional to me. If you are so involved in talking to someone else other than the person whose hands you have your hair in. So I'm just saying, this is what happened. I told her I wanted the little wire things. I told her I didn't want a middle part, and this is where we are. She starts, braiding out the hair, parting out the hair. I'm already asking questions about the braids. She said, hey, it's a rubber band method. Look, there's a certain way we have to do it. I was like, okay, that's cool. But what are the rubber band braids going to look like? She's like, oh, let me try to show you some pictures. She showed me the picture of a back of a girl's head who looked like she had box braids braided straight out the root. So I was like, okay, that was it. She didn't say nothing else. She kept going. So again, I'm not feeling 100% faithful and trusting in the fact that this stylist really is trying to create the look that I have, this picture that I'm showing her. So I finally asked her, I said, okay, can I see what it's going to look like and then go from there? And that's when she gets loud and says, hey, look, that picture, that's not what you're getting. And the whole salon stopped and looked at me. Awkward. So if you're a black woman in Atlanta, you understand that already sis copying attitude with me as I'm in her chair, asking questions about the style that she's already started, is putting me on blast to the fullest. And so everyone just continues to look at us, and she continues to look at me, and she's like, that's not the style that you booked. You're gonna get what you booked, and that's not it. I said, okay, well, that little girl, there's a little girl across getting box braids, which is what the kind of style I was going for. She was the one trying to do the rubber band method, which I was not saying I didn't want. I just did what is it gonna look like. So she was like, what does she have? She yelled across, she was like, what does she have? And the girl was like, she got box braids. And then she didn't say nothing, and she kept going in my hair, and I didn't say nothing. So I was like, am I getting box braids now? After 30 seconds, because I had to let the temperature in the room cool the fuck down. Sorry, y'all. For anyone watching underage. But no, sis, you already I already didn't use the hair that I bought. I bought hair, 2 packs of this big old hair. It wasn't that much money, but ultimately I'm just like, okay, you're being rude. You're not being accommodating. It don't even sound like you give a crap about my photo shoot tomorrow. I'm a busy woman and I'm a business woman. So I'm already letting her know I came from far away. I don't have a regular stylist and I'm looking for one. So if sis was trying to get this money, she should have been trying to be like, ooh, you need a regular stylist. What are the kind of styles you usually get? Is this your normal? What's your normal? You should have been asking me questions, sis, trying to get this money. But no, when you go the rude route and try to get an attitude with the person that's simply asking questions about your services, you get put on blast. And so I probably will drop the name of the stylist ultimately, but I won't put the actual place that I went to. They have 3 different locations across Atlanta. You probably already know who I'm talking about to get braids in Atlanta. There are 3 different locations. And ultimately, this is the second time I've had a pretty bad experience going to this place to get braids. So I'm not sure if I'm going to go back. I had one great experience for my birthday. I went and tried to get stitch braids for my birthday, and they turned out very good. That was back in December. But ever since, it's been tough to book with that same stylist. She's been here and there. Ultimately, it's just I'm changing a person each style, and you really just don't want to do that. I can't live my life like that anymore. So I've already booked an appointment for Passion Twist. Those are coming soon. So follow me, Danielle Reed, at Danielle S. Reed. That's DanielleSreed. Danielle S. Reed. I keep it trill, real, down south, dirty south, ATL, real, period. I don't got no time to be wasting my money and time patroning a black-owned business. I believe it's black-owned. Everybody in there black, so it better be black-owned. So, ultimately, just do your homework. Here are the tips to get your hair braided. If you're in Atlanta, you're looking to get your hair braided, here we go. 1, go through Google. Don't go through Instagram first. Truly, if you're looking for professionalism and somebody who's going to treat you well, not treat you like somebody just off the street, go to Google first and Google salons and African braiding salons. To be quite honest, the Africans always get real and get it done. You be in and out and you be happy with what you want, because they don't waste no time. They be real clear about what you getting as well. So ultimately, like, African braid shops, you not gonna go wrong. They gonna tell you if they do it or not. They gonna look at the picture and they gonna be like, nope, we don't do that. Nope. And they'll be like, yep, 300, yep, 150. It's pretty much that. And also, if you go through Instagram, understand you're gonna have a deposit. If you go to a professional salon that's a brick and mortar, a place you can walk in and do a walk-in, you can actually fill out, see who your stylist is going to be, look through a book, explain the style in person, and ask questions. Ask questions about the color, the hair availability, if they want you to bring the hair, if they have the hair included. Sometimes salons and a lot of people will include the hair in the price. So ultimately, just ask questions, make sure you have a style in mind and photos in mind, and make sure you talk to the stylist before you get there. You can book an appointment blind, but I really would place a cold call to the stylist the day before to make sure that they understand what you want and that they can deliver on that before you even show up. Because I would not want you to have your time wasted the way my time was wasted, y'all. Please, like, do not do what I did. I just had faith in God, Lord, which is nothing wrong with that. But truly, I was really rushed. I was trying to get a photo shoot done. I ended up canceling my photo shoot because I hate my hair. Like, it looks better now. Believe me, I was super pissed off as soon as I walked out. I just walked out and I actually left a tip because, again, it's a black woman. It's a black woman in the shop. I'm a black woman, so I'm always trying to support my community. But sis, oh, you really did me dirty. You really did me dirty, because I was going to even put this video, but she let me overpay. I also overpaid for this style. This is not $160 worth of nothing, honey. This is a $125 style. And my thing is, I booked on a site through Instagram, some link that I couldn't go back and look at. It had like a 2-page essay longs of disclaimers. Like, do not do that. Do not book through this whack-ass, weird-ass links where you're rolled up and you agreed to sign your life away for some daggone braids. Sis, it's too much you're putting up to chance. I learned my lesson the hard way. Learn from me. If you are really particular about your hair, because clearly I'm not. I'm learning to be more particular about my hair, especially in the industry that I work in. I don't have time for this. It's a pandemic, so I'm really just trying to keep it pushing, keep it moving. But best believe I'm going to come back stronger and harder than this, y'all, because this is not, let me know in the comments how y'all feel about this style. This is jumbo, rubber band, Teletubby, whatever, with some wraps. We tried to save it, Lord. We tried to save it. At least you put the wraps in, because sis, if you ain't put these wraps in, you wasn't about to get a dime. I'm so glad I got this style. You're watching Danielle's Diaries. I'm Danielle Reed. This is Reed TV. We in Atlanta, the Dirty South. Peace up, A-Town down.